According to estate intel, price of land in Ekpe has appreciated over 100% in the last 5 years. It's your late millionaire Real Summer Sigimo from Gem Harvey Realty Limited. Welcome to Dukia Africa, located in Ekpe, Lagos, Nigeria. Ekpe has witnessed a lot of price appreciation, like I mentioned earlier, in the last 5 years. The prices of Ekpe as at 2017 was selling for about 900 per square meter, and currently now we have from 14,000 per square meter, 24,000, 25, 30,000 per square meter. That's what Ekpe is selling for now. So what has changed? What is driving the price appreciation in Ekpe? We see a lot of government presence right here in this city, especially the recent construction of the 6-lane road from Eleko Junction down to Ekpe roundabout. That's one of the things that is driving price appreciation in Ekpe. We also see that there's been a subtle rise in demand for land in Ekpe. Both developers and investors, everybody is driving towards Ekpe, and the reason is not far-fetched. Citing the proposed international airport that's coming on board Ekpe, that's one of the things that everybody wants to be around the airport. I get this a lot from especially clients in the diaspora. When they are trying to find out, okay, what's the distance of a property, they tell you how close it is from the airport. And so having the airports in close proximity, that's one of the major things that is driving price appreciation, that is driving demand for land in Ekpe. I would not. I also mentioned the much talked about Dangote refinery, the Lekki Free Trade Zone, Alaro City, the deep sea ports. Also, we saw the first ship berth at the deep sea port in July this year. So the deep sea ports is almost 100% completed, and so these are things that are driving demand for land in the Ekpe axis. And everybody knows that Ibeju-Lekki is becoming more of a commercial area, and Ekpe is becoming more of the residential area, and that's why we see we have residential estates scattered around Ekpe. And so as a designing investor, it is wise to begin to look towards the Ekpe axis, as people are demanding for it, and that's why we've seen price appreciation over the over the last 5 years. A report by Estate Intel, how land was actually selling for 450,000, and now land sells for about 15 million and more in Ekpe. So that gives you an idea of what Ekpe is going to become in the near future. Let's say 3 years, 5 years from now, you'll be very, very surprised. I actually was on site with a client, and we were just talking. We came for an inspection. We were just talking how Lekki Phase 1, had always told us Lekki Phase 1 sold for 1.5, 1.8. He mentioned to us right here that Lekki Phase 1 was selling for 1 million naira. That was after they moved people from the Morocco people. They took them out, and it was selling for 1 million naira. I mean, we know somebody who bought. He mentioned the person's name. That bought at 1 million naira. The person's house is standing there in Lekki Phase 1. And so, when you begin to recount things like this, he said that Lekki Phase 1 was all water. He happened to be working on the island, in Victoria Island, and so he is very aware of, how that area looked like. But, nobody knew that Lekki Phase 1 is going to become what it will be, what it is today. And so, we are very lucky with this axis, because we can see with all the developments coming up in this axis, it gives us an idea of what this place is going to become in the near future. Because somebody said, find out where the people are going and go and buy the land before before they get there. So the people are going to come because people are going to be working in the refinery. People are going to be working in the deep sea port, customs, immigration. We'll have people working in the Lekki Free Trade Zone. And we'll have, the Lekki Free Trade Zone, a lot of companies, coming on board because the government, is a tax-free zone. And so they're bringing a lot of companies are already moving to the Lekki Free Trade Zone. And so we'll have a lot of people, residing in this axis. And so if you have a property here, you'll be able to provide housing to people who will be, working in that axis. You'll be able to provide, a land where people can buy and build in the near future. If you have these reports over the last 5 years about this city called Ekpe, if you have all these monumental projects coming up in this city, then as a smart investor, you need to begin to position yourself to prepare for these people that are coming. Okay, and so that brings me to Dukia Africa. Last week was beautiful. It was awesome. It was, it was a feeling that, it was a moment that every one of us, we just basked in the moment. We received the first landing of the helicopter in our helipad, okay, in Dukia Africa. It was a beautiful moment. And so Dukia Africa is going to be a resort estate. It's not like your regular kind of estate because, like the regular estates that we're currently selling in this axis, we have just the estate, and you even though you have some infrastructure being put in place, is a long-term kind of project. When the people come, people will start building. Okay, but Dukia Africa is different because it is a resort. And when you talk about a resort, you want to talk about a vacation destination. You want to talk about a tourist destination. You want to talk about, a leisure and relaxation destination. That is what Dukia Africa is all about. And the coming is, is moving at a fast pace. Remember that we told you that we're going to have an helipad right here in this estate at the launch date. And we kept to that promise. We all saw the video all over the internet, how the first helicopter landed here. And so we kept to our word and we had the helipad. Okay, and so we're going to be working. The company has, released a 70-day timeline to deliver certain infrastructures in this estate. And so that's why Dukia Africa is different. Remember I said it's not like your regular estate because the regular estate in this axis, people are not ready to come and start building. But Dukia Africa is going to kick off as soon as possible because remember I said it's a resort. It's a place for, tourist visitation. It's going to be a tourist center. It's going to be a vacation home. And so they're kickstarting the bungalows, Okearo bungalows in Dukia Africa. Why are they starting the Okearo bungalows? So that this place will be functional. Because they're building the Okearo bungalows alongside the infrastructure. We'll be seeing as the days go by, we'll be seeing the progress of infrastructure work, construction of the road, the drainage, the basketball court, the Okaro bungalows, such that people. So what they're trying to do is to get this place, working, so that people can come here, for vacation. We're going to be having the city tours, such that you can use the helicopter and tour the city, the beautiful city of Lagos. You see the Atlantic Ocean, you see the lagoon, you see beautiful places in this city. Why should you buy Dukia Africa? Dukia Africa's development timeline is 3 years. Dukia Africa has released a 70-day milestone, project milestone of what they're going to achieve. And they're looking at, putting the basketball court in place. They're kicking off the Okearo bungalows right here in Dukia Africa. Why should you buy Dukia Africa? Dukia Africa is going to be a place of convergence of African countries to partake, to compete in championship that will be holding from time to time. Dukia Africa is set to receive, it's going to be receiving, okay, about 60,000 tourists every year. So if you look at these figures, if you look at these things that I've highlighted, it is time for you to move as fast as you can to pick a plot or more here in this estate. If, for instance, you had already bought a plot, you still have the opportunity to buy another plot. Okay, you know, we said that the pre-launch price was going to end on the day of the launch, but we pleaded so much with the company, the developers, and they extended the pre-launch price. So you can still buy Dukia Africa for 15 million, 500 square meter, and 10 million for the 300 square meter. And so for those of us who say, oh, I cannot really afford, they go for the 500 square meter or 300 square meter, we have introduced 150 square meter and 200 square meter. And somebody might say, what can I build on 150 square meter? Our Okero bungalows are going to be built on 50 square meter. Okay, so it's a one-bedroom bungalow, an open plan kitchen. You have your bedroom, you have your ensuite bathroom. Okay, and you know that's going to be built on 50 square meters. So you can do a little bit much on a 150 square meter. The catch is for you to have something here. So we have introduced the 150 square meter that is currently selling at a pre-launch for 5 million, and 200 square meter currently selling at a pre-launch price, so 6.5 million naira. For the 150 and 200 square meter, the initial deposit is 1.5 million. For the 500 square meter and 300 square meter, initial deposit is 3.5 million naira. Okay, so you can spread your payment over 3 months at 0 interest or 6 to 12 months with interest. Okay, so this property is covered by a governor's consent, and so it is free from any form of government encumbrances. Remember the report I shared when I started off my video, how Ekpe has land price has, you know, seen price appreciation in the last 5 years. It's going to continue. There's going to be continuity. The Lagos state government has a special interest in this axis, the Ekpe axis. I put out a video where the governor of Lagos state talked, you know, so much about Ekpe, and he called Ekpe Little London. And so when you see government taking interest in places like this, then it is a good thing to move fast before the people get here. I also want to let us know that this project has a banking partner. Sterling Bank is a banking partner of this amazing resort. They also have the Lagos state government in partnership with them on board this project. Okay, so what you need to do, just give me a call right away to lock down a plot, multiple plots. I told us that before I started off this video, I was here with a client, and you know, we're just talking about properties generally, and you know, we've seen when you buy multiple plots, you become the biggest gainer eventually. And so if you're looking to buy here, you have to look into buying here. You have to go for multiple plots, like I would always advise, because at the end of the day, you'll be happy you did. All right, so thank you all for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't, and turn on post notifications so that once we post a video, you'll be the first to see it. I also want to plead with you to kindly share this video. Somebody needs to buy into Dukia Africa. A lot of people said, oh, I didn't know when this thing sold for this price. I didn't know, you didn't tell me. So kindly share this video so that everybody will be in the know and what Dukia Africa holds for every investor who buys into this amazing asset. Okay, so I remain your lady billionaire realtor Mercy Gimo. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. Thank you all, and please keep staying safe. Bye.